How's it going, everyone? So today we have a very special ration. This ration has been stinking over here on this table for about a month, and I thought it's time to do it. It is so difficult to read because it's an oldie, and it's probably going to be a nasty one. This one is what I think, from all the research I've done, is a 1981, which would make it the first year of the actual MRE ever produced. This particular one is mini number 8, beef dice with gravy. Okay, so this one has accessory packet A. I don't think you can even see that. And this one is produced by Cadillac Products Incorporated, Sterling Heights, Michigan. Now, there's a couple of variations of this. Judging by the print, how the print is on it, and by the manufacturer, it almost has to be a 1981. If it had a different manufacturer, it could be 1986 with that print. So I really don't know. Now, all the other stuff we had was pre-1986 from this estate. So we'll see. Is it going to be good? I really don't know. I mean, it has pinholes in the bag. It does not hold air. Like I said, it stinks. It's dirty. It's nasty. It actually has mold growing on the bag. So, is it going to be edible? I highly doubt that. Highly doubt it. We'll cut it from the back just in case it's something really crazy. And this baby's been rode hard and put away wet. And I'm sure the post office didn't do it any favors either. Is that everything in the bag? That is everything in it. So, we have something I've never seen before. Crackers in that package. And this is made by Right Away Foods. Now, keep in mind, if the whole thing is made by Right Away Foods, it'd be 1986. But it wasn't. So, this is basically just a bag of crumbs at this point. We'll get that in here in 1 second. I don't see any date at all on that. Nope. We have our standard issue old school spoon. We have a chocolate covered brownie. And on this also there's no dates at all. At all. We have beans with tomato sauce. No other markings on it. The back, the glue. Oh, there we go. So this is production of 0306, or is that the serial number? I don't know. It says 030615 on the side. I forgot they glued these old ones in here. We'll come back to it. We have a beef with gravy. Does this have a number? Yes, it does. Okay, so there's your date, 0280. So the 0 has to be 1980 or 1990, and it's not 1990. So I'm going to say it actually is a 1981 ration at this point. Oh, buddy. And everything looks different. The cheese spread package is different. The cheese is actually nice and soft. I'm sure that's some stank stuff, man. You open that baby up, I have to leave the house. I'm gonna take an actual shower after this one. And then we have accessory packet A, and it's delaminated very badly. Very badly. Let's go ahead and cut it open to see what's in here. Got some blue TP. Pack of gum. The gum actually looks gray in color. Like light gray. That's interesting. We have a pack of sugar. Iodized salt. Standard issue matches. Cream substitute, dry non-dairy. We have our coffee instant type 1. Very interesting. And I think this would be a later, this would not be type 1. I believe that'd be type 2. We'll see though. Alright, so we're just unpacking everything, getting everything ready. And look at the packaging on this main. Look how small that is. And then you can see clear as day the date on the top, 0280. Very interesting. It has a 38 behind it. I don't know what kind of code that is. Look at the print on the beans with tomato sauce. And it's like a real, the bag's like real textured, right? Very odd. So it is a very tiny portion. It's not your average retort pouch. It's like different. I don't know. Odd, man. All right, let's go ahead and heat those up and see what it's all about. Okay. So let's see here. Well, let's get the coffee going. The water is nice and hot. Now, there's about a 99% chance the coffee is perfectly fine. There's about a 99% chance that the cream is not fine. So we'll maybe just leave that out. And the instant coffee type 1 is going to be an ultra fine powder. Yeah, it looks perfectly fine. There we go. Nice frothiness to it. It's too hot to drink at this very minute. We'll let it cool off. This is going to be interesting. Very interesting, actually. Oh, it smells just wretched. I mean, just wretched. It smells like very stale, not even bleachy. Just generally nasty. But that is quite the cracker bag. And they don't look bad. I mean, they look like okay. It smells like if I tried that, I would not be around to tell about it. It smells very, almost like very sour smelling. And the bag was slightly puffed up. We're just going to leave that one alone, I believe. I don't care who you think would eat it. I'm not going to eat it because I don't want to be in the hospital. And we like to stay around and keep doing videos. So the chocolate covered brownie, this should be good. It's kind of weird. It smells like library books and cat piss, to be honest with you. We'll see though. The cheese spread here, yeah, I'm not sure, boys. I fully opened this ration knowing that most of it was 110% unedible. But we'll take a little look-see either way. It's worth taking a look at. I'll just give her a little squeeze here. It actually looks, well, I mean, you know, it's like peanut butter instead of cheese. I mean, I've had worse, right? Well, not. It's like getting mustard out of the container. You gotta knock the top off because it's like hard and crispy. So we'll knock that off. We'll get some of the fresh stuff down in the middle. And look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's still edible. It kind of tastes like socks. It does kind of burn your mouth a lot. A lot. But is it still edible? Yes, it is. It absolutely is still edible. And usually, I've had some of these from the late 80s. Man, that's sour. Ugh. I think it's the late 80s. You open it up, and the whole house just reeks instantly like feet. All right, let's get the mains. Cheese is pretty rough, boys. Pretty rough. Boys and girls. I'm sorry. Might as well go and take one of these. The cheese tastes like vomit. Activated charcoal. Organic. I'll put a link for this in the description. I'll pin it to the top comment. And this is going to keep you from getting sick, in theory. So let me go ahead and get our coffee here. Let's take a smell of it. Ooh. A little piece that's not mixed up. My phone's ringing, but it's on silent. Oh, that's bitter, boys, but it's still good. Let's go ahead and take this guy. Flush away any kind of danger. Theory behind activated charcoal is that gets in your stomach. That's coconut charcoal, and it grabs all the impurities, and then you, well, then you poo it out. All right, sorry, it's my mom calling. I want to answer it just in case. Never know. Let's go ahead and cut this baby open. And this is going to be pretty tough, I believe. And what was this? Beef diced with gravy. I mean, ooh. It's like somebody's already eaten her. That's 99% of it right there. There's a tiny little bit in there. I mean, that looks pretty tough. I have to say so myself. So let's go and get the beans out. The beans, I've had these beans from 10 plus years newer, and they weren't good then. And the beans and tomato sauce pick up the preservative taste like no other. So, whew, it's pretty hot. Let's go and cut this bad boy open. It's a very tiny amount. And what is that? The beans are actually kind of black looking on the end there. And kind of black looking right there. It's thinking that. I doubt this is any good. Let's take a smell of it though. It doesn't smell bad. Doesn't taste bad. Let's give it a second though. Actually, they're very good. They don't taste bad at all. Not in the least bit. These are different though. These aren't the same as you would get in a little bit newer one. You know, like the mid 80s. The mid 80s had a very brutal preservative taste to them. And these have like a honey barbecue kind of taste to them. They're very different. Not bad at all. Yeah, it's like you go stick your spoon in it, and it's like, man, it's gonna kill me if I do that. I mean, it looks literally like your dog vomited. And the meat's kind of red. It just smells so sour and nasty that there's no way that's good. Let's try a piece, see. Doesn't taste bad. I'll be totally honest with you. It does not taste bad. The fact that beans are black, some of them, that kind of scares me. This doesn't actually have any preservative taste either at all. And that's very sketchy. Take another sip of this to counteract that. It kind of makes you wonder, these early packages, what they put in there that doesn't have the common taste. And the brownie, yeah, there you go. It has nuts in it. But the nuts aren't black. Oh, that smells like... That's terrible. And I'm kind of surprised it didn't hold up a little better. But I know the cookie bars hold up really well. The brownies, maybe not. And you can see it's like it has a darker ring on the inside. That's incredibly sour smelling. Little nibble off the corner. Oh, God. Tastes like somebody's... Tastes like if you go to somebody's house, go in the basement, an old creepy basement, and stick your tongue on the floor. That's how that tastes. It's just so sour. It has that library, that moldy library book smell to it. Just brutal. Now, what's so odd about this ration is you would think this would be bad. But I don't think it is. This is bad. The stuff you think no matter what would be okay isn't. And the cheese isn't that bad. It goes to show you never can tell by the look of the outside of the bag. You just never freaking know what you're going to get. But this old ration is pretty funky all around. I'm more scared of it probably than what I should be. If I went ahead and ate all that, I'd probably have to go to the hospital, to be honest with you. And I can't be out for 2 months and not be seen. So that's the current situation. We'll be back very soon. We have some Japanese stuff to do again. We're going to go knock that out. Probably we'll post this today, day after tomorrow. So probably this weekend at some point, maybe Sunday, we'll have another video up. That's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
March along, sing a song with the army of the free. Count the